What is up, guys? That's my 95 vacation here, and today we'll be covering the 60 card Banish Brandish or Banish Sky Striker, whatever is the TCG name today. So overall about the deck, it's a pretty fun deck. I have combined my Necroface deck, the updated version, with this. Well, I made a lot of changes. The field spell is not in the deck anymore. Kuraz is off. I made a lot of changes to the deck and just inserted a Brandish engine, so the deck can fight more consistently, and well, overall we have more draw power. And despite the fact it's a 60 card deck, you really fast go through the deck by using the Necroface milling power from the Lightsworns, and just simply draw power from the Brandish, or Allure of Darkness is Pot of Desires, ATC. So yeah, let's just dig into the main deck. So for the starters, we have Triple Snow. She's your heart and soul deck, beside the Brandish cards and, you know, all the help engines that help your deck to function properly. Well, basically the deck is focused around to feed the snow, so she can just constantly be revived to the field and mess with your opponent, plus make you a free link plays. So yeah, the snow, your main monster. Then moving along, food for your snow is triple Giant Rex, of course. Giant Rex, nothing much to explain, just brings his ass back to the field. You can make some nasty rank 4 plays with Gold Sarc or something, just in the first turn. Triple DD Scout Plane, because it returns itself in the end phase, so that's good. Sometimes bad with the Brandish spell cards, but usually you just get rid of it like really fast. It's a free food for snow, so these two are recyclable food for snow. The last one, Shunari Spiritmaster, just playing at 1 because you can mess with your opponent badly. Depends on their plays, and well, overall it's a level 4, so you know, it's a overall good card. Double Necroface. This deck has evolved from a typical Necroface Banish deck to just Banish Brandish deck. So Necroface is just an engine to like feed your Banish zone with hopefully some of these guys, and you know, just thin out your deck. Plus, when you normal summon Necroface, you recycle your deck, so from a Pot of Desires, and just recycle your Brandish Link monsters and your pretty much your extra deck, because your extra deck is really tight. So Necroface just helps just normal summon, pump his attack, and then just go like into the link plays again and again. And then we have a Triple Ray. Yeah, there will be a lot of proxies in this deck, so I apologize for that, but we're here for the deck list, so yeah, who cares. Triple Ray, basically she can even tribute herself with her effect. It's a quick effect to special summon your link monsters, your Sky Striker link monsters. So yeah, that's awesome, and yeah, she's really cool because when your Sky Striker is removed from the field, the link monsters usually, or only, I'm not sure, she just special summons her back to the field from the grave. Well, when it's removed by your opponent's card effect. Then we have for Lightsworns, we have double Raiden, 1 Lyla and 1 Ehren. Okay, so the ratio is weird, but it works really well. Why am I playing Ehren? Because, you know, combo with Snow and Ehren is really cool to get rid of that really strong monsters which Snow cannot handle by herself, or your links if you just wasted your links and you cannot do shit, so you just normal summon Ehren and just clear the field. Plus she will mill in the end phase, so yeah, it's cool. Raiden, well, basically in the first turn, if you special normal summon him, you can just banish mill 2 cards like that easy, so yeah. It's really good when you go like Goblindbergh or Summoner Monk. It Raiden, mill 2, then go into Minerva and mill 3. Yeah, depends on the plays. Then we have double Goblindbergh. because you play a lot of monsters, so special summoning monsters from your hand is really cool. My favorite like combos of the deck is going for what's the name of this again? I think something Hornets or something. I can't remember. So you just special summon a token and go like straight in your Brandish monster, which is Hayate. So she has a link pointed at the bottom left. So you can just normal summon Goblindbergh, one level 4 from your hand, and go into Minerva, and then later on go into Shizuku to search. So you get a mill and you get a search. Really good effect. Then Double Summoner Monk, you need to ditch a spell, but it's really worth it because it's a 60 card deck. You need to get snow into your grave as fast as possible. So Summoner Monk is one way. You can just special summon like any level 4 to your side of the field. You can just go Monk and then something. Or a good play is normal summon Goblindbergh, special summon Monk, and then special summon another level 4 monster. So you can go straight into Nightmare Unicorn, or whatever you need. I don't know. Summoner Monk is just a searcher and a playmaker. Then kind of weird choice, double Kuribandit. To be honest, not that useful, but yeah, it's a level 3, of course, because it will be too good if it's level 4. So you just mill cards, you mill 5 cards, and you can just add Brandish spell cards or any of your spell cards to the hand. So it's a little small search engine, plus it's tribute to itself, which will help for your Darkest Diabolos. Yes, I actually play this because it's kind of easy to summon him. This is just a plus if you don't have Raye. So you get the mill, you get special, and you get to add. It's really insane from one card. And it doesn't have the restrictions if like you cannot attack or you cannot special summon during the turn you activate this. So it's really good. One Trick Clown, because this deck mills a lot, and the Trick Clown just extends your plays, or if you discard him, you have a lot of discard power in this deck, which you will see later, which is easy accessible. So you just discard him and then continue with your link plays. Or if you accidentally mill him, it's just insane. Double Darkest Diabolos, because yeah, I just already explained, he's good to mess around with your opponent's hand, plus that Brandish plus Brandish Raye plus him play is really good, because let's say it's your first turn, normal summon Raye, tribute her, he can enter from hand or the graveyard. Just tribute him to mess with your opponent's hand, and in the opponent's turn, if he removes your Sky Striker or Brandish link monster from the field to anywhere, your Raye will special summon herself from the grave, and then you can tribute her with her effect to special summon another Brandish monster, and then he will just come back instantly in your opponent's turn. So it's good. It's a 3k beater, and yeah, he's a dark Allure of Darkness target if he's dead, but mostly he's not. He cannot be tributed by your opponent, and he cannot be targeted by card effects. I think only by your opponent, I'm not sure, but it's not that relevant. Alright, for the spells, triple, what's his name again? Engine starter, something like that. Engage, yeah. Triple engage, so basically if you can, all the spells of the Brandish R-type, or Sky Striker R-type goes like, if you have no monsters in your main monster zones, you can activate the effect. And none of them are once per turn, which is really insane, and that's kind of not fair for the game, but they're broken and we're gonna abuse them. So activate search for a Brandish card, and if you have 3 or more spell cards in the grave, you can draw 1 card. Yeah, that's also the second effect they all have. If you have 3 or more spell cards in your grave, they gain a additional effect. This has the most broken effect, so it's really good. You can abuse it like 2 or 3 times per turn. Well, 3 times if you draw 2 of them, but you know. Okay, well, yeah, let's just put it like this. Triple of those, triple of the Hornet drones, I think is the name. Special summons you a token so you can start your plays. Also one of the best ones. Playing only 2 anchors. I don't know in meta how it's played, but I play 2 because this is not a Brandish deck. This is just an engine, but kinda it's overtaking, so it's like a half Brandish, half Banish. So I'm just gonna call it Banish Brandish deck, or a Banish Sky Striker deck, whatever. So yeah, just steal your opponent's monsters, go for a link with it, or just steal it and banish it with snow. It's a free food for snow, so that's what I've been explaining. And you get to negate their effects. So it's really good. Or you can just end the game, you steal the monster and attack directly. And that's just a GG, well played. One Afterburner, because I'm just playing as one-off, because you can mill it fast or whatever, and then Kagari can just fetch it into hand. If you banish it, it's not that bad, you know. Necroface can recycle, yeah, not really reliable on Necroface, but you know. So yeah, destroy and pop a monster and pop a spell. The other one, jamming wave, is pop a spell and then pop a set spell and then pop a monster. So you know, that's all for the spell cards from Brandish. Yeah, I'm not playing the field spell or that continuous spell because I don't really need it. I mean, they're good cards, but this is just an engine here, and it's really great engine, so no complaints about it. Moving on to the triple charge of the Light Brigade. Honestly, one of the best spells in the deck, not for the search power, but for the mill power, because you see, you need to fill your grave both with spells and your food for snow. So this helps a lot in first turn, especially because you just mill 3 and it's a cost. Even if it gets negated, you get what you wanted. So mainly to mill out that spell, so you can just go first turn engage to get a draw. It's really important. So it's a really good spell. I just adore when I draw this. So yeah. Then moving on, triple Gold Sarc, because in the first turn it's really you can make some nasty plays, because banish racks and you just get a free special summon. You can just search Raye like this. It's kind of slow, but it kind of works. I don't know, but you know, banish main targets are like banish sometimes Necroface, but I don't see why would you do that. You can. In the old version it was really relevant, but now I don't know if you can just stall for the turns and then just get your Necroface, get rid of it with Allure of Darkness, or just normal summon it. Depends on the game state in your duel. So yeah, you can banish, like, main target is Rex or like Spiritmaster, but you can banish DD Scout Plane if you have nothing smart to do. So yeah, overall good card. If you don't really need it, just discard it with Monk or something. Speaking of discards, triple Twin Twisters. As I was talking about, you need spells in your graveyard, so you just activate Twin Twisters and you can just ditch one spell from your hand to destroy the back row. So you fill your grave with spells as fast as possible, so you can play your Brandish engine. Plus, when you discard to the grave, it's a free food for snow, of course. So you get ++. And about the Brandish Link monsters, because you use them a lot, it will just fill up your graveyard even faster for snow, so it's even better. Double Pot of Desires, it's a spell card from Brandish, draw power, plus it thins out your deck. I'm not playing triple because this isn't a standard Banish build. I think it will be a really cloggy triple. Yeah, definitely. Double Allure of Darkness. It's a good card, not always useful, so it's mainly been discarded, but best use of it if you is when you banish Scout Lane, because he will return and you just get a free draws. Yeah, that's about it. Or when you banish Necroface, it's great. Alright, moving to the 1-0s, we have one Village Burial, because like half of your deck is a target for Village Burial, so it's really the MVP. One RotA, because you can search Bray, Goblindbergh, Raiden. One Raigeki to clear the field. Monster Reborn, because obvious reasons. Soul Charge to win the game. Upstart Goblin, because we're now playing the 59 cards deck. Excuse me. Yeah, just, you know, activate it, you get a free spell to the grave, and you get a draw. What can you do better than that? Well, a lot of things, but you know, it's decent. And for the traps, triple evenly matched, because it steals games, and this is a Banish deck, so it's kinda in the character of the deck, if you catch my drift. Plus you can add it with Kuribandit, so your opponent cannot do any massive plays unless he knows he can kill you in one turn, and you don't have snow to like mess with him. So yeah, really good. Let me see now. For the extra deck, we can start with double Kagari. I don't play triple because I don't have space, plus Necroface can easily recycle your engine because snow will mainly banish your link monsters, it's free food. Double Shizuku, double Hayate. Hayate is here to like thin out your deck. I mean, thin out is to set up your graveyard, and Kagari can fetch that, and then you can go into Shizuku to search. It's really good. Plus the link arrow, which is the bottom left, opens up some nasty plays. So she's really good, and she can attack directly if you've gone to that point that you need to just one strike directly and you won. I guess you can do that. One LANpholinkus, I think is the name. Just the generic link to monster when you steal your opponent's monster with Anchor and you don't know what to special summon because you have just two monsters, you just go into him just to get rid of your opponent's monster. Same with him. Yeah, for the small nightmare engine, we have one Phoenix, one Unicorn, and one Griffin. Unicorn is the best one, let's not lie to ourselves. I mean Griffin, you can just you can make pretty easy a Griffin lock, so you know, special some Brandish, Hayate, and then below you just special some Griffin, and then in his link cover you just go for like Shizuku or Kagari and make your plays. He's really good. Phoenix is a decent card, and Unicorn, you know, it's really easy to summon him. I will play like two Unicorns, but not enough space in the deck, well, currently. One Top Logic, Bomber Dragon. This is kinda one of those links, aside from Brandish monster links, that that is being constantly summoned, because this plus snow and the recyclable bodies of your snow is like death to your opponent. Plus you can just play like Hornet drones and just place it in there in his link arrows, and then just pop the hole to destroy the whole main monster zones. It's really good. He just steals games, win games by himself. I mean by snow and himself. Really good card. One more low dragon, because you need to kind of counter those big ass monsters like Darkest Diabolos, and just steal those games. It's all about stealing games now. For Nixids, one Minerva, you're like main Nixid, and one Tornado Dragon. Not really summoning him, but he's really good against like, I don't know, alter guys, or like panel magicians, or whatever, pendulums, anything backward reliant. And for the synchros, I'm actually playing one Scarlet, because if your opponent makes big board first turn, and you can actually kind of bait it and do some stuff, you can go like Summoner Monk into Raiden, or Goblindbergh into Raiden, and then just put this on the field and say goodbye. Just destroy everything and get a burn. Plus you can attack that turn. So yeah, it's pretty good. So yeah, that will be it. I don't know. Tell me what you think about the deck, and I guess I will see you next time. Step 95 out.